What up, though? This your boy Kamal Lukata, and I'm here doing this interview with Diva's Den, featuring Lady Epiphany and Unique Queen. And I want to thank the both of those ladies for inviting me on their show. And we're gonna get right off into it. I'm going to answer a few questions that was asked of me. So let me go ahead and kick right off into it. The first question was Kamal Lukata. Tell us a little bit about you. Okay. Well, my name is Kamal Lukata, but I also go by my last name, which is Lukata, of course. And so you can call me Kamal Lukata, or you can call me by my name, Lukata. Either one. Um, I was born and raised on the east side of Detroit, and that's where I reside right now. And I'm a proud Detroiter, and I'm looking to do some things out here to make some changes out of my city. I'm the self-published author of an urban hip-hop novel entitled Legendary Detroit Mentality. I'm also the founder of Mack and Van Dyke Publishing Company. Um, and basically, I'm just an African American author who's focused on giving my audiences a reality based perspective from the lives of people from various walks of life. Okay. The next question is, how long have you been writing? How long have I been writing? Okay. Pretty long time. I've been writing all my life, but I first started writing professionally about 10 or 15 years ago. I was a writer and a managing editor for a couple of different publications. One was Flash Magazine, and the other was a nationwide hip hop website, which was called Def Culture. Um, I've always loved writing because I feel like I can express myself a lot more thoroughly on paper than I do by speaking. Plus, when you write things down, they tend to become immortalized in history. So that's why, that's one of the reasons why I like to write. I actually wrote my book, Legendary Detroit Mentality, 7 years ago, but through the grace of God, I was able to publish it just recently. Okay. So it took a lot of hard work getting that book out here. Um, let's see what the next question is. Next question. What first inspired you to write? Well, what first inspired me to write was my love for hip hop. I used to rap back in the days, and most of my uh, the raps that I was writing stem from the poetry that I wrote back in elementary school. I was always into writing. I was always into reading. I did a lot of reading as a child. I was into anything that had to do with words. I was winning spelling bees in my school every year from like basically like first grade all the way to fifth grade. I won a school spelling bee in fifth grade, and I think I came in like uh, probably fifth place in the city back in when I was in fifth grade for a spelling bee. But and that was amongst like I don't know about what 30 schools or something. That was elementary school, probably way more than that. But anyway, I always had a fascination with words, and so you know, basically, also I used to like to tell stories and paint really vivid pictures when I was writing my raps too. Um, as time went on, I went to college, and that's where I really developed my writing skills at University of Phoenix and Wayne State University. And shortly after that, I began writing my book. So and it was a very tedious process, but college helped me to learn how to edit what I was writing and learn the proper tools and enunciations and pronunciations and how to write paragraphs and indent and setting margins and all those different type of things, correct grammar and spelling and all that. Next question is, do you have any favorite authors, and if so, who? um I'm pretty old school, so most of my favorite authors go way back, such as like Iceberg Slim, Donald Goines, and even Gordon Parks, the author of The Learning Tree. Um, I like authors who had the ability to paint a picture so vividly that you feel like you in the book. And I love authors who are great at character development, because I think character development is important. You know, you have your antagonists and your protagonists, but you also have your supporting characters, and sometimes your supporting characters in a book pretty much help to make the book what it is. And also, I like authors who are good at really defining the scenery of each setting, or the setting of each scenery and each chapter. So that's why you know, what I try to base my books off of. And you know, a lot of those older authors are pretty good at that. I like some of the new authors nowadays. um, I think, you know, like I like K Wine, um, Terry Stringer, um, I'm sorry, oh, I'm saying her name wrong. I apologize for that. Vivian Stringer, Triple Crown Publishing. Um, you know, it's a few other authors that I like. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really old school. Also, for me, my inspiration really comes from not so much authors who necessarily write books, but I'm more of a person who feeds off of music and entertainment and things like that. I look at movies that are written, and I look at how the process of how those movies were created and written and developed, and that's what gives me inspiration for writing my books. Um, do you have any other projects in the work? Yes. I'm currently doing a podcast called The Kamal Lukata Show, which normally airs once a week, and it can be found on Stitcher, SoundCloud, and YouTube. Um, I'll also be doing some future book signings, which will also be announced at a later date. So, you know, that's pretty much it for right now. I got my hands in a few other things, but not nothing really defined enough for me to put it out there yet. But I'm always, you know, when you're in this field, you always got to hustle, you know, and always got to market and promote yourself. So you always going to have your hands in different areas of things. Um, Next question. What would be your advice to up and coming writers? My advice to up and coming writers, first and foremost, would be to keep writing. Never give up, and take your time and uh, be creative, innovative, and original. Don't try to be like everybody else. Be different, be honest, and write some stuff that's never been touched on before. You know, also be prepared to market, promote, and manage your own career, because it's a struggle to get noticed in this game. You know, but with a lot of hard work and determination, you definitely reach your goals quicker than you think. So, you know, that's my main advice is to just, you know, do you, you know, write what comes to your heart, and, you know, make it interesting for your audience. Don't just write something that you like, but make it, you know, bring it from your heart. Don't do what everybody else doing, but make it, you know, in a way where everybody else can be interested in it, because ultimately you're here to sell books, and you're here to get noticed and known, you know, out here. You want people to read your material, and just definitely be prepared to put in a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I ain't gonna lie to you. Um, Next question is, tell us a little bit about Legendary Detroit Mentality. Um, Legendary Detroit Mentality, my book, is what I would call an urban hip hop tale, which is loosely based on my life story. Um, it's about a young man growing up in the early 1990s in Detroit, who started a rap group with a few of his homeboys. Eventually, they went on to found a multi-million-dollar record label, but not without enduring a few pitfalls and tragedies and incidents involving drugs and violence. and set different setbacks that threaten to cut all of their dreams short. Um, I would have to say the legendary Detroit mentality is a cross between Straight Outta Compton and the New Edition story. Um, and the reason I say that is because you got a young rap group who basically, they started off in, meeting each other in in the neighborhood or in the hood, and they went through a lot of struggles to get where they got, but they eventually became, one of the top groups, rap groups in the industry. Okay, so I think this would be a great um, fictional biopic. That would definitely be good for TV and uh, made for like a made for TV movie or the big screen, even in Netflix or whatever, So that's pretty much it. The gist of that. Next question is: are there any books in the near future, and what can we expect next from Lucata? Well, I'm currently working on my second book, which is a Black Mafia style story that I'm writing. Um, and it's going to be deep. It's involving the governor of Michigan dealing with the underworld of Detroit and a lot of crooked politicians. And there's going to be a lot of, murder and mayhem and sex and violence and all that type of stuff that, people like. I like to watch it. I don't like this stuff in real life. You know what I'm saying? Because, growing up in Detroit, you experience uh, a lot of that stuff anyway. So, sometimes, I like to write about stuff, but I like to give it a different perspective from just the old Nino Brown, super drug dealer, super gang banger type of perspective. I like to give it a more of an intelligent perspective of things, in depth. Um, Also, under my Mac and Van Dyke publishing company, I'm releasing two books by an author, a wonderful author named Lenora Watkins. She resides in Atlanta, Georgia, but she's originally from Detroit, Michigan. And her first book is entitled "Shut Up, Girl, and Listen to God," and the second book is called "If I Have 5 Minutes in Heaven." And it's some inspirational books. I also help with the editing process of those books, and definitely you should definitely look forward to those books. It's going to inspire a lot of people, especially a lot of women that's out here struggling and going through some things out here, and you know uh, help people with their relationship with God too. It's really she got some really good material in those books. um, Last question: are there any Diva Den projects brewing? Yeah, absolutely. Me and Diva Den go way back. Um, And it is definitely an honor and a privilege to work with two beautiful, intelligent, ambitious sisters, Lady Epiphany and Unique Queen. Um, like I say, I'm definitely excited about some of the things that I see that you guys are doing. Um, Definitely, me and Lady Epiphany, we go back all the way back to Detroit, and that's my baby right there. Very, very intelligent young lady, very hard worker, and Unique Queen. I mean, very, very intelligent woman, very beautiful lady, very, really doing her thing. And you guys, I love to see you guys working together. I definitely will be having featuring Divas Den on my upcoming podcast, the Kamal Lukata Show, real soon. And I'll definitely be doing some other projects with the two. I also have Lady Epiphany as a main character in my upcoming book too that I'm writing. So look out for that. All right, you know what I'm saying? We talking about some cookie type stuff off of Empire. Um, so definitely, I have a lot of projects planned with Divas Den. That's something. We family, so that's something that's gonna go on for life. Um, I guess that's it. If you want to contact me, you can follow me at Instagram and at Twitter at Kamal_Lukata. That's KAMAL_LUKATA. That's for my Instagram and Twitter, both. They both have the same name, Kamal_Lukata. I made it easier for everybody. You can also, if you got any questions or you want a book edited or you want somebody to ghostwrite or write a book for you, whatever it is, or you need some advice or you want to work together, you want to book me for a book signing, you want to book me for an interview or any of those things like that, just email me at lucata77 at gmail.com. That's LUKATA77 at gmail.com. You can find my book, Legendary Detroit Mentality, on Amazon.com. Look for it under Lukata, and that's my name as an author. It's just simply Lukata, Lukata. Okay. Like I say, you definitely enjoy the book. It's exciting. It's a lot of things in there that a lot of people in different walks of life can relate to. And like I say, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure being on Divas Den. Shout out to my baby, Lady Epiphany. Love you, baby girl. And shout out to the wonderful, talented, uh, intelligent, unique queen. You got you ladies are two of the most exciting women I've seen on YouTube, and I definitely love checking you guys out and hearing what you guys got to say. All right, this has been Kamal Lukata with Divas Den, and I appreciate the time. Thank you, and have a blessed day. Oh, and last thing, I always put God first. So anybody that know me, just remember, put God first. All right, peace out.